walking cane. This is a Cane Master self-defense cane. These are made specially for self-defense, but you can use any kind of cane. The one with the crook is my favorite. This is the crook right here. You can also do the one that has a straight handle on the side, the derby style cane, but use what you have. If you have, or you want to get a Cane Master's cane, there's a link in the description. First thing I'm going to show you is holding your cane the traditional way with the crook facing back behind you. You can bend your knees, sliding your hand down the front, the other hand comes up to get into a protective position. You want to create this shield that you're going to fight behind. So your hand is here, the other cane comes up, or the hand with the cane comes between you and the threat, and you can thrust. This is your first motion. Second motion, coming off of your shoulders with these diagonal strikes. Third, turning your palm up, coming up, think about hitting in the knees or knocking his hand out. He's reaching for you. He's going to punch, stab, grab. He's going to grab you. You're going to hit him. Hello, Eleanor. It's good to see it coming off of the other hip here. And then you have these horizontal strikes coming from one side to the other side and then down on top. I always want you to practice both sides evenly. Put it in the other hand. Slide down the front. Get it into the fight simply by pointing your thumb at the threat. That picks up the cane, points it at him, gets it between you and the threat. Remember, the other hand comes up. If you needed to, you could grab your head, creating a brace here. This outside of your arm can absorb the strike coming here as you thrust, coming off of the angles, off the shoulders, coming down and through. Think of your targets. What can you remove or destroy? That's from Tim Larkin's book, When Violence is the Answer. There's a link in the description. It's the best book on self-defense you can buy. Self-defense principles. Not techniques. These are techniques. Principles are more important. What can you remove or destroy? His ability to see, breathe temporarily or permanently, his ability to be awake. Maybe you hit him in the head, turn off his operating system, hit him in the neck. There's that process of nerves. You hit that, the right angle, the right force. The blood flushes from his brain, he falls to the ground for self-defense. Maybe he's coming at you with a blade, trying to thrust or slash, and you're smashing and breaking that wrist or that forearm, or that elbow, or just knocking it out of his hand for self-defense. So what can you remove or destroy? That's in the book by Tim Larkin, When Violence is the Answer. It's a great book on self-defense principles. It will tell you a lot. It's in the links in the description. The first way you're gonna use your cane for self-defense, when you learn how to use a walking cane for self-defense, crook facing back, sliding down the front, you have a thrust, you have two diagonal strikes coming off the shoulders, you have two coming up off of the hips, the other side of the body. Always stay in the frame of your body. Keep it tight. Don't make wild, big strikes. Make tight, fast strikes coming through here, coming up, coming across horizontally. Again, you can hit to the head, you can hit to the body, you can go down into the knees for self-defense, and then that vertical strike coming straight down on top of his head, knock him out. Maybe into the clavicle, break that clavicle, maybe into the hand. He's holding on to your wife, your child, your grandchild. He won't let go, smashing his hand, breaking the bone. This Cane Master self-defense cane is going to compress the flesh and break the bone. And it's a force multiplier. It takes what you have naturally and increases the power. Look at this big, long lever starting from the shoulder, or really from turning your shoulders and hips, coming through the spine, and then striking with this hard piece of hickory. Now I'm going to show you another set of strikes, but first I want to show you one of the ways that you can practice at home using your self-defense cane. You put it in your hand, palm faces the sky, thumb comes out, or out of the thumb side is the longer side, and you're going to turn it around like this. I'm going to show you this now because the next set of strikes we're going to do are going to use some of this spinning. So the spinning, this combat cane spinning is what we call combat cane spinning. It's just spinning your cane, right? Your hand isn't closed all the way. You're not squeezing or it won't rotate. You keep it closed enough because it'll come flying out of your hand. Make sure, again, this is out of the thumb side, not here. It's gonna run into your body. From here, you're just pushing and pulling, goes around the body. It's gonna develop callus on your hand. It's gonna teach timing and distance. It's gonna increase the speed and the power of your strikes. It's good for proprioception and spatial awareness, the mind-body connection and where you are in space and time. So it's great cross-training. Think of it as skipping rope, like a boxer will skip rope. but you're also going to use this spin here in a minute for the self-defense. Now you're going to bring it over and back from one side to the other side of your body in this sideways figure eight motion or infinity motion. Just think about slapping him across the face and follow it with a back fist. That's the motion. 1, 2. It's the infinity symbol. It's very peaceful right now. Coming from side to side as you're training, learn how to defend yourself with a walking cane. When you're ready, you put it into the other hand and you do the same thing. About 30 seconds here is a good warm up in this combat cane spinning. And then go into your figure eight. Going from one side to the other. There are many other ways you can spin it. If you wanted to get fancy, you can do things like this. But I like mostly this and this for you as a beginner as you learn how to defend yourself with a walking cane. Just coming from side to side. It's also going to raise your heart rate a little bit. Let's get your heart rate a little bit up. Hey, Mark, it's good to see you. Yeah, Mark says it looks like nunchucks technique. It is. It's the same thing with any kind of stick. Short sword, kali, eskrima, Filipino martial arts. It's just a basic motion. But the purpose that we're doing, the reason we want to do it, is to increase the speed and the power of your strike. Put some callus on the hand so when you lift it, your hand slides wherever it needs to be before you need to defend yourself with that first set of strikes. Second set of strikes starting here, you're going to bring your hand up, just like you're reaching out to shake a hand, but this long lever, again, this long piece of hickory hitting up maybe between the legs. Have you ever talked about how street clothes connect as gi and lapels for chokes and stuff? I haven't, but when I taught a lot of grappling, of course, wearing different things that you wear, you can do different techniques. Reaching up behind, my first martial art was judo, and choking somebody out for self-defense is a great technique if you want to learn that. All right, so we bring it up here, and then you're going to turn your palm to this guy, and then think about that spin, but now coming down forcefully on the top of his head. What can you remove or destroy? That Tim Larkin principle of self-defense in the One Violence is the Answer book that's in the links in the description. Cracking him on top of the head, knocking him out for self-defense could be an effective way to stop the fight, to keep you safe, to stop him from stealing your freedom, your dignity, your life, hurting your child, your wife, your grandchild. Bring this hand up and then down on top. That's the first way we incorporate that spin into this technique. Always do it on both sides. And let me show you the best way you can carry a cane for mobility's sake too. The best way you could be walking with your cane is with the crook facing out. In this position, now the long side is coming out of the small side of your hand and aligns with this bone. If we turn it here, it comes down here, goes up, and then comes out where it twists. And this is weaker. This is much stronger. So if you were to lean into your cane for mobility's sake, and I know because I have a lot of pain in this hip, I'm going Tuesday to see if I can get it replaced. I had this one replaced a couple of years ago. I use my canes for mobility. People say, well, why don't you get somebody who actually uses a cane? Well, I actually use a cane. I use it a lot for mobility. It comes out this side. If you needed a cane for mobility, if you were to pull it up and fall down, you use two. You lean on one and you fight with the other one. So holding it in this position, crook facing him, coming out, and then down on top, that technique becomes even stronger, even more fast, even more powerful. So think about practicing it this way. Bring it up, bring it down. The second way, think about a windshield wiper coming across and back. Another way to think about it is that Okinawan or Japanese tonfa, or the police officer carries what's called a PR-24 side handle baton. When I was a military policeman in the Marine Corps, they issued us that. I trained on it, I learned how to teach other people how to use it. And that's just that basic motion. We know if the police officer's using it, it's gotta be effective, or they wouldn't use it. So we bring it across, bring it back. You can also bring it over the shoulder, you can bring it over the other shoulder and down, all using this basic spinning technique. When you learn how to defend yourself using your walking cane, I'm gonna show you a third set of techniques. First, I wanna show you how to get stronger with your walking cane, your home gym here, for less than $20. I put a link in the description to these resistance bands. Put it on one side, swing it around your back, put it over the other side of the cane. There we go, it's nice and tight. Now the key to these bands, The wider it is, the more resistance. You want to start with a very thin one. This is probably the second level you can get. And it's enough resistance for what I'm going to show you how to do. I call these standing push-ups. You can see it's now just sitting there on my chest. I'm going to hold it like I'm doing a push-up.